Hi, this is Arnette. Welcome to Preacher in the Wild Kitchen. It's been a rainy, dreary day today, and I thought a stew would be good comfort food. So I'm going to share with you a recipe of venison and tomato gravy, but we're fresh out of venison, so I'm using beef stew, which works just as good. You only need a few ingredients for this, but let me tell you the story behind the recipe. Way back in, I guess, 78 or 79, in the back of one of Roger's hunting magazines, I found this recipe. It's only a little bitty thing. And I tried it, and we loved it. And I passed it on to my parents, and then my brother, and so we've all enjoyed it over the years. So all you need is your meat, which, like I said, I'm using beef stew. Diced tomatoes. You can use fresh, but I've just got a can of petite dice. I have 2 smaller onions. If you had a large onion, that would be plenty good. Some Worcestershire sauce. I have some flour that I have seasoned with salt and pepper. And we are going to put the meat in the flour and give it a coating and brown it up in the skillet. So let's get started. I've got a skillet heating with some olive oil in it. You can use, the recipe called for bacon grease, but I try to do it a little healthier. So I've got olive oil heating that I'm going to brown my meat in. This is the part I don't like doing. I just never have enjoyed browning meat. My oil could have been a little hotter, but it's okay. This is really a simple recipe, and it's tasty. I think you'll really enjoy it. I hope you do try it, because it is good. I haven't ever, you probably could even use cube steak. I don't know. I haven't ever done that, but because I know most people don't have venison, but you can get your hands on beef, so. Okay, now we're just going to brown that up. Turn it up a little higher, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, I'm just going to stir this around, try to get it browned on all the sides. It's too fiddly for me to turn them individually, so I don't do that. I just stir it around and around until it looks like it's browned good. I think the browning just gives it a little extra flavor is all. Okay, we'll just let that hang out a minute and do a little browning, and then, which I think it's pretty good the way it is. So next you just take your Worcestershire and just give it a good old splash all around it. And then the tomatoes. And the onions. Oops, one flew out. And I usually give it a little splash of water too to kind of help it get going. About like that. And trust me, it will taste delicious, and it doesn't look like much now, but as it cooks, it really gets yummy. So just let it get going like that, and then you just put a lid on it and turn it down and let it simmer. And stir it occasionally, and just poke it with a fork every once in a while, and when the meat's tender, it's done. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. So I got it turned down. Let's give it a stir. See how it's making the gravy already? And it's not been going that long. But it just let it simmer and it will just thicken up, and it is really, really good. So, like I said, just poke a fork in the meat ever so often, and when it's real tender, it's done. Okay, and this is what it looks like when it's all done. It's made its own gravy, and it's very, very good. Hope you enjoyed that. The recipe originally called to serve it over egg noodles, but I usually serve it over rice, and it's really, really good. So a little piece of crusty bread and you're good to go. So give it a try and let me know if you like it and how it works out for you.